Alright guys, hello and welcome. I'm actually going to step away from something different. Normally I actually cast games from like the TQ Open or various TQ oriented things with teammates, or just random games that have been played by guys that I've been able to obs and just thought they were good games, so I casted them. I'm actually going to be casting a game from MLG right now. This is actually, I think it was from day number 2, and I haven't seen any of the MLG. Absolutely none of it, and so this is actually be my way of watching some of the amazing games that I've heard about. Right now I actually have something really cool. It's going to be LiquidNazgul, who we all know from Team Liquid. He's the big guy there. He's the manager, he's the originator of the site, very, very well known, very well liked. And he's going to be playing against EGIdrA, EGIdrA, the man from Team Evil Geniuses, and we're going to see how this goes. I do not know what's going to happen. All I know is that there were some crazy things that happened. And something I'm immediately noticing about Nazgul is that he's mining as optimally as possible. Like, he's been having double guys on the close mineral patches without mining from these far ones, just making sure that he can get as many minerals ASAP. And that's something I actually really like. I don't really see people doing that generally. And I'm also noticing that he's not walling off, interestingly enough. He's not putting his gateway and pylons up here. So we'll see how that goes. He did go for a 13 gate, so he's playing very economically oriented. And we can see that he's actually gonna. He does another thing, which is change his rally point to use probes at certain times to build buildings in certain spots. So that's really kind of cool. And so we do have EGIdrA, who's actually going for, I think it was a 14 pool, maybe a 13 pool. Probably go for the hatch with this guy over here. Although he might be scouting. We'll see what's gonna follow him into the natural. No, he's gonna go and scout. So I'm wrong, but let's just see how this goes. He's just sort of doing his normal mining thing, and this guy will probably do the expanding. Yeah, look at the minerals. He's at 300. Okay, and yep, there's the hatchery. So he's still playing safe. These are close spawns, so it's kind of a smart thing for EGIdrA to do that. So we're gonna see how this plays out. He definitely is a safe player. EGIdrA is an incredibly skillful player. He just manages to not die to anything. He's so good at defending against cheese. He never does cheese, and we'll see that he's gonna play for a long game, and we're gonna have him just do normal things. Like, yeah, look, his gas is only coming up now at 18 food. He's got his spawning pool up, and I bet he's going to only build 2 Zergers. I'm going to check the production tab. Yeah, only 2 Zergers coming. He's not doing anything. He's trying to get as many drones out as possible. He's got his hatcheries rallied onto this probe so he can use his Zerglings just to kill it. We'll see if they actually do. It actually might get away, because now the Zerglings are off creep. They don't move very, very quickly. But, ooh, actually, I like his shift pointing. He's going to attack the probe, try and kill it, and then just come back to his base immediately, just to be really, really safe. We do have this drone continuing to scout. We're going to see that Stalker... Oh, Stalker first. So Nazgul is not going for... he might go for some sort of blink play by going for the Stalker first. That's something I actually do a lot against Zerg. That's really, really effective. So EGIdRA's probably getting ready to sack this Overlord to try and get some scout information, see what Nazgul's going to do. We'll see if he throws down the quad council. We got another gateway at the choke, so we're gonna see how this plays out. The hatchery did just finish for EGIdRA, and we're gonna hopefully see some. Okay, Spine Cross. He's gonna play very defensively as expected, and really he's not even getting a lair yet. He's getting queens. I mean, it's pretty early to get a lair, but that means that we're not gonna see like an incredibly fast Mutalisk rush or anything, because he did. Those aren't generally done. It's not really EGIdRA's style to do those, but we do have speed coming up. Got Spine Crawler that's rooting down. We do have two Stalkers here just trying to put some pressure on these Zerglings. Because the Zerglings don't have speed yet, the Stalkers can actually equal their speed. You see that on creep, Zerglings are faster than Stalkers, but off creep, Stalkers and Zerglings have the same movement speed. So these Stalkers are actually doing a fair amount just to prevent EGIdRA from using this expansion. You can see EGIdRA's only mining from these mineral patches on this side. So those Stalkers doing a fair amount. EGIdRA is now just continuing to drone up. He is getting his Roach worn out, so he's going to be able to get Roaches, which are very, very, very strong. We'll see that. Okay, ooh, we do have a Twilight Council coming here. So, yep, Blink, yep, there we go. We do have a Blink Rush coming from Nazgul. Warp Gates are out, so this is going to be really, really cool to see how this is going to play out. Yeah, he's even walling off, just to make sure that that EGIdRA can't do a run by as a counter to the Blink Stalkers. So because he's going to get Blink, he's going to just Blink the Stalkers outside of his main base and be able to run straight into EGIdRA. So we'll see how that actually is going to work, and it's going to work out fairly well. We can see that EGIdRA is still just continuing to drone up, though he's starting to produce a lot more Roaches and Army. If you can look at the units tab, you can see that he's ahead by one drone as opposed to probes. You can see though that only 5 stalkers are out, but once the warp gate cycles start kicking in, he's gonna have a ton of stalkers. So yeah, there we go. He's starting to get a lot more. Now he's got around 9. Yep, there's 9 stalkers. The 9th one just did warp in. You can see that if you go in production tab, you can see a blink is almost done. Roach is coming out, and Zerglings are coming out. So IdrA doesn't have a ton. In fact, I don't think he has enough to defend once these guys start pushing out. Yeah, because now 11 stalkers. Yeah, 11 stalkers are out for Nazgul. 12 stalkers are about to be out for Nazgul. We can probably wait for this guy. He's going to blink up. Yep, and now he can start pushing in with these guys. And controlled properly, he'll be able to destroy everything IdrA has, because IdRA's not getting enough. He's getting a lot more Zerglings and Roaches right now. But this is going to be a little dangerous for him to deal with. You can see this, the Spine Crawler is about to root. But are the Stalkers could hit before it finishes rooting. Okay, there's a probe out, so you'll be able to drop down a pylon. But here we go. Stalkers are here, trying to stay off the creep, trying to force IdrA off creep. But now we go. We got the pylon that's coming up, and Nazgul can really put on a lot of pressure with these guys right now. He's got a lot of stalkers out. He's going to continue pushing in. IdRA's ready to flank, though. But he's letting his Spine Crawler take a lot of hits. And there we go. There's the blink. Really good time in that blink, making sure that the stalker doesn't take any real health damage. Just took shield damage. And now, okay, Nazgul's coming along the back. He's going to start being able to really put a lot of pressure here. There we go. But, oh, IdRA's coming out. Good surround. But, ooh, Nazgul using the Meng statue as a really good way to prevent a lot of the surrounding. Zealot is coming. Oh, Zealot's in here. Really good surround. It's going to be able to take out a lot of those, these Zerglings and take a lot of hits from those stalkers. Roaches are dying, but Nazgul's not blinking back these stalkers. I don't think it's really going to matter, though. There's just a ton of stalkers dealing so much damage, and I don't think IdrA has enough coming. He's producing a lot of lings and roaches to try and fight this off, but Nazgul's doing a lot of damage to these guys. These guys start blinking back the hurt ones. These guys are out with shields. One stalker does go down. There, he blinks back the other one. Guys taking hits, but oh, good save on that one. But let's see, there's still all these roaches here. IdrA doesn't have enough, though. But yeah, more stalkers, a lot more stalkers are warping in, and these stalkers are doing a lot of damage. IdRA's got to do a ton to start to defend this. More lings are out, but there's such good micro from Nazgul, just bringing back the guys the second they lose their shield, just keeping everything alive as long as he possibly can. And IdRA's in a tough spot to deal with this right now. He's got he went 2 economically in the early game, but we can see that good save on that stalker in particular. You can see he's continuing to save. He's just not losing units, and IdRA's still pushing in. Look at the units lost tab. We'll see that only 10 units lost for Nazgul. He's doing so well of beating this, and drones are being pulled, and there's GG from IdrA. Wow, really good play. Look at that stalker count from Nazgul. Lost only 10 units to 89 units of IdrA. That was ridiculously well done. Very impressive. And now let's move on to game 2, because right now it seems that Nazgul is actually up against IdrA 1-0. Let's move on.